Yeah. I didn't heal clean. I heal loud, every crack still hums. This is what pain turns into.
I was raised in the wreckage, learned strength from collapse. Every hit to the chest taught my lungs how to last. They saw damage and laughed, said I'd never be whole, but they never knew pain was the fuel of my soul. Every scar got a story, every bruise got a beat. Every night I survived, put a fire in my speech. I was starving for peace, but I ate every doubt. Turned my breakdowns to power, now I spit them back out. They tried boxing my anger, tried locking my rage, but you don't cage a storm, you just riding the stage. I was cracked at the core, yeah, I won't deny that, but pressure made diamonds when my heart used to crack. I was shaking, still standing, bleeding, still demanding. If this pain is the price I'm expending, I got energy from the damage, power from the pain. Every tear I swallow left lightning in my veins. I got strength from the silence, fire from the pain. I didn't break when it hurt, I turned hurt into advantage. I learned real quick who vanished when I fell, who loved the image, who knew me in hell. Every promise felt hollow, every smile felt fake. So I trusted my scars more than words people say. I was talking to demons like they paid rent. Every thought heavy, every breath bent. But I stayed in the fight when escape felt sweet, cause survival tastes better when defeat tastes weak. I was doubting myself, yeah, questioning worth, but I built my resolve from the worst of the worst. They expected a ghost, they expected me gone. I came back with a pulse and a voice too strong. I still feel it in my chest every moment I suppressed, but the weight that tried to pull me under taught my heart how to that energy from the damage, power from the pain. Every night I survived, left a spark in my brain. I got truth from the madness, clarity from the panic. I didn't lose who I was, I just learned how to manage. I'm not proud of the nights I almost disappeared, but I respect the fight that kept me here. I don't flex perfection, I flex endurance. I don't preach healing, I preach insurance. Insurance against quitting when the world feels cold, against folding when the pressure gets old. I was shaped by the weight I was never meant to hold, but I carried it anyway, that's how legends are molded. I'm still flawed, still raw, still dealing with scars, but I don't hide my damage yet, I turn it to art. They ask how I'm standing after all I've been through, I tell them straight, this pain trained me to got energy from the damage, I got fire from the fall. Every scar left a lesson, now I'm stronger than it all. I got life from the wreckage, got a voice from the pain. What tried to destroy me put electricity in my veins. Energy from the damage, I didn't heal quiet, I didn't heal quiet. Yeah.
They thought I'd fold, they thought I'd vanish,
But I stayed.
I didn't run.
Yeah. They thought I'd fall, they thought I'd vanish, but I stayed. I didn't run. I was boxed in by my past walls, talking back. Every road I walked cracked under my tracks. Fear breathing down my neck like a loaded gun. Every voice said leave, but I didn't run. I stood still while the storm learned my name. Watched friends switch sides, watched love play games. I ate every word that was thrown like a stone. Built a spine out of nights I survived alone. They don't know what it costs just to stay put. When your legs shake but you still stand up. I had exits everywhere, yeah, I saw them clear, but I stared at the dark and I stayed right here. I was scared of the truth, but I faced it anyway. Every step felt like losing, but I chose to stay. I didn't run when it hurt this bad, didn't hide from the hell I had. When my heart said leave, my soul said fight, so I stayed in the fight through the longest nights. I didn't run though I almost broke, held my ground with a choking throat. Yeah, if surviving's all I've done, let it be known I didn't run. I was raised by regrets and unfinished prayers, by closed doors and nobody cares. I learned silence could scream just as loud as rage. When you're trapped with your thoughts in a mental cage, I could've numbed it out, took the easy way, turned my pain into smoke, let it drift away. But I carried it raw, let it carve my chest. Every breath saying prove you're more than a mess. They say move on, like it's that clean, like you don't replay moments in your dreams. I fought my reflection, argue with doubt, but quit and never figured out how to pronounce my mouth. I was
Shaking, I was close to gone, but pain don't win if you hold on.
rose where my name was poison. Smiled through wounds while my hope was frozen. I've been the joke, the doubt, the mistake. Still carry the blame for every heartbreak. I learned strength ain't loud, it's staying put. When your knees give out, but you still look up. I stayed when the love turned sharp and cold. When every road said leave, I said no, this ain't pride. This survival talk, this is scars. Learning how to walk. If I sound angry, it's earned, not fake. I didn't escape, I chose to stay. I didn't run when it burned my soul. Didn't fall when I lost control. Every tear tried pulling me down, but I stood my ground. I didn't run when the night fell long, when I felt like I didn't belong. If the world expected me gone, let it be known I didn't run. I didn't run.
They'll never know how close I came,
But I stay.
and that changed everything.
Yeah. They thought I'd shatter in the silence. Thought the pressure would erase me. But I'm still here.
I grew up hearing you won't make it, so I learned to clench my jaw. Every promise turned to smoke, every hero had a flaw. I was starving for some guidance, only pain would ever talk. So I listened to the echoes of my footsteps when I walk. They don't see the nights I paced with my thoughts like enemies. Every mirror felt like war, every breath was bittersweet. I carried shame like luggage, never learned how to unpack. Smile stitched on my face while my spine was about to crack. They say time heals wounds, but time just sharpened mine. Turned my heart into a battlefield, scars marked every line. I learned to rap like survival, every word was self-defense. If my voice was all I had, then my voice made sense. I was bending, yeah, I was close to the edge, but bending isn't breaking. I still feel the pain in my chest. I didn't break, I just learned how to bleed, learned how to breathe with the weight on me. Thought I'd fall, disappear in the hate, but I didn't break. No, I didn't break. I didn't break. I've been screaming in my head, yeah, the noise never rests. Every doubt had my name, every fear in my chest. I was raised by the tension, fed lies for a meal. Learned early on the world don't care how you feel. They love you when you're quiet, hate you when you're awake. Soon as you speak your truth, they start digging your grave. I've been judged by my anger, misunderstood pain, but don't confuse my rage with weakness in my veins. I've lost friends to the silence, lost sleep to the guilt, lost pieces of myself, just trying to rebuild. But every time I fell forward instead. Every voice said give up, I said not dead yet. I was shaking, but my heart still beat. I was drowning, still I didn't sink. If this pain is the price for the strength I create, then I'll pay it again. Cause I didn't break, I survived the fall. Heard every voice say I lose it all. I wore the pain, I carried the weight, but I didn't break. I didn't break. I didn't break. I didn't break. I learned who I am, built from the ruins, blood on my head. You try to end me with all your hate, but I didn't break. I didn't break. I didn't break. Yeah. So if you see me standing quiet, don't confuse it with peace. I made friends with my demons, they ain't got control of me. I've cried in rooms full of people, laughed just to survive. I'm a storm in human form, yeah, I made it out alive. This ain't victory music, this is truth in the beat. This is blood in the verses, this is pain when I speak. If my story sounds familiar, if you're walking that line, just remember, if I didn't break, neither will you this time. I didn't break. Didn't break. Became. I didn't break.
The sky didn't warm me, the rain didn't stop. I learned how to breathe when the air felt locked.
Yeah, I stood in the wreckage of promise and snap, whole folded up in the pocket of my past. They said move on like it's easy to do. When the storm leaves pieces of you in the room, I fought nights that wouldn't end with thoughts that don't sleep. Every smile I wore outside was a lie I couldn't keep. I lost friends to my silence, lost myself to the grind. Had to argue with the mirror just to stay on my side. I was bent, never broken, still choking on doubt. Every time life tried to end me, I found another route. I shook when it thunder cried when nobody knew. I didn't survive clean, I survived true. I'm standing after the storm, still wet from the rain, still shaking, still torn, still feeling the pain. I lost so much more than I won, but I'm here when it's done. I didn't outrun, I stood through the storm. They only clap when you rise, never count the nights you crawl. They don't see the cost of standing when you got nothing at all. I screamed into empty rooms, let the echo answer back. Every lesson life taught me left a scar, not a plaque. I carry weight I didn't choose to lift in myself. Had to rebuild the soul when I couldn't trust help. If pain's a language, I'm fluent, every verse is a bruise. I don't rap to impress you, I rap to refuse to lose. I fell apart in the dark, but I remember my name. The storm took my comfort, not my flame, my flame, my flame, my flame. I'm standing after the storm, still breathing through scars, still cracked, still warm, still reaching for stars. I've been, I bled, I was warm. I'm here, not gone. I did not run. I stood through the storm. This ain't a comeback, it's proof of resistance. I earned my breath through brutal persistence. I don't need sunshine to call this a win. I learned how to stand when the world caved in. So if you hear thunder in every bar, that's the past trying to say who you are. But I'm still here, still holding my form. The storm didn't finish me. I'm not untouched. Hush, I'm undefeated. I'm not untouched. Hush, I'm undefeated. I'm not untouched. I'm not untouched. Hush, I'm undefeated. I'm not untouched. I'm not untouched. I'm undefeated.
I'm standing.
Yeah. Lights off, thoughts loud, heart heavy, still breathing. I kept going. They said slow down, but I was built from panic. Every smile fake, every promise plastic. I learned early pain don't come with warnings, it just shows up, kicks the door in the morning. I was raised by echoes, not advice, by closed fists, not second chances or nights. Every loss, carved lines in my face. Every win felt late, still out of place. I talk to mirrors like they owe me answers. Ask God questions, got silence back faster. Friends turn ghosts when the nights got cold. Funny how love disappears when hope gets old. I carried weight they never saw me lift, carried shame like it was part of my skin. They said heal like it's just a switch. I said watch me stand while I'm still wrecked within.
I broke down quietly so no one could hear. I bled in my head for years after years.
I kept going when the world said stop, when my chest felt heavy and my hands still shook. I kept breathing through the nights I lost when hope felt fake and faith got shook. I kept going, scarred but alive, even when I hated the mirror I saw. I kept going, no one clap, but I stood back up when I couldn't crawl. I learned how to smile when my soul was cracked, how to say I'm fine like a practiced act. I bury feelings just to function straight, till the weight of silence started bending my spine. Every beat strong felt like a threat, like weakness was something I should regret. But strength ain't loud, it's staying when everything inside you is screaming quit. I trusted people who left me bruised. Learned loyalty don't mean they won't use you. I stayed awake with my demons talking. They said you're nothing, I said keep walking. I lost myself more than once or twice, still showed up even half alive. I didn't win, I just survived, and sometimes that's the realest fight. I don't look healed, I don't look strong, but I'm still here, and that's not wrong. I'm not proud, I'm not clean, but I stayed breathing through everything. I kept going when love ran dry, when my name felt heavy on my tongue. I kept moving through the fear inside, when every battle felt already won. My path kept going, cracked and tired, still standing where I almost fell. I kept going, no applause, just a heartbeat, refusing farewell. They don't know what it costs to stay, and quitting whispers every day. They don't see the walls in my head, just the scars I hide instead. I turned anger into armor plates, turned loneliness into something I ate. I'm not healed, I'm just aware that giving up was never fair. I earned every breath I still take, earned every word I dare to say. If survival was the only prize, then I won in ways they'll never rate. I didn't shine, I didn't glow, I just refused to let it in me though. Call it stubborn, call it wrong, I call it proof. I kept going, still shaking. Hey! Still standing, still breathing. Kept going.
Yeah. Heart loud, world quiet. I didn't run.
They thought I'd fold when the pressure came, thought I'd vanish when they said my name. Every step felt like broken glass, still stood tall with a shaking past. I was cornered by my own damn thoughts, every win felt paid for with loss. They threw doubt like it was law, I swallowed fear and asked for more. I watched doors close in my face, watched friends fade, love evaporate. But when it hurt, I didn't flee. I stared back at what tried breaking me. I was tired, yeah, I was weak, still showed up every time I bled. I didn't hide, I didn't pray, I faced the dark and said okay. When it got loud, I stayed still. When it got hard, I paid the bill. I didn't run when the night came fast, when my lungs felt tight and the hope didn't last. I didn't run when my heart went numb, when every voice said you're done. I didn't run, I stood in a fire, burned but breathing wide with anger. I didn't run, I paid the cost, still here even after the loss. I learned silence can scream the loudest, learned loneliness builds violence. I carried shame like a loaded gun, pointed inward till the damage was done. They said heal like it's easy math, like pain don't live in the aftermath, like trauma don't replay scenes at 3 a.m. in broken dreams. I broke down quietly off the grid, so nobody saw how deep it hit. I kept my demons on a short leash, but they still bark every time I breathe. Still I stayed when it hurt the most, didn't ghost my life like people do. I stood my ground when the ground felt fake, that's something running souls don't do. I was scared, but I stayed. I was shaking, but I stayed. I didn't win, I didn't shine, I just survived one more time. I didn't run when my past caught up, when my hands went cold and my faith locked up. I didn't run when the mirror lied, said I was weak, said I should hide. I didn't run, I stayed and fought with everything that I never taught. I didn't run, I didn't bend, I stayed right here to the bitter end. Running's easy when you feel small, staying takes guts when you're ready to fall. I face myself, not just the pain. That's a war most people won't engage. I earned these scars, I earned this tone, earned every word I spit alone. If fear was king, I'd kneel and bow, but I don't worship monsters now. I didn't dodge, I didn't fade, I took every hit I couldn't parry. Still breathing through clenched teeth, that strength they'll never carry. They ask how I'm still alive, I say I didn't choose the easy side. I was scared, I was tired, I was breaking, but I didn't run. I didn't run, I didn't run, I didn't run. Yeah. Yeah. Breath heavy.
heart steady. I'm still here.
They said I wouldn't last, said I'd fold in the rain. Said the weight on my back would crack my frame. Every step felt cursed, every night felt long. But I kept moving forward when I knew I was wrong. I talked to the mirror like it owed me truth. Saw a scared little kid in a damaged suit. I learned early pain don't knock, it breaks in, then sits in your chest like let's begin. I bled on the page so I wouldn't explode. Turned every can into overload. Lost friends, lost sleep, lost faith and luck. Still stood up when the world said enough. I wasn't brave, I was desperate, just tired of being delicate. If surviving's a sin, then I'm guilty. Still breathing means it didn't kill me.
Every scar's a sentence, every tear's a threat. I'm not healed yet, but I'm not dead.
I'm still here, still trying, even when my hope went quiet. Still here, still fighting through the fear, through the silence. I'm still here, still breathing, even when my heart stopped believing. Still here, still standing, broken hands, but I'm demanding.
I learned how to smile while I'm losing control, how to laugh when the pain takes a toll. I kept my anger locked deep inside till it whispered at night like you lied. I lied when I said I was fine. I lied just to buy me some time, but time don't heal, it just waits till you face what you try to escape. I heard voices telling me quit, heard doubt tapping heart on my ribs, every failure replayed like a loop. Every promise I broke to myself felt true, but I stayed when it hurt to exist. Stayed when giving up felt like bliss. I chose pain over disappearing. That strength they'll never hear in me. If I fall tonight, don't call it the end. I'm learning how to stand again. I shake, I break, but I still move forward, even when I'm afraid. I'm still here,
Still trying through the noise, through the crying. Still here, still breathing, even when my chest feels freezing. I'm still here, still rising from the ruins they left behind me. Still here, still alive. I didn't win, but I survived.
I didn't come this far to go missing. Didn't bleed this much just to listen to opinions from people who quit at the first sign of pain hitting them. I carry my flaws like weapons now, turned every doubt into stepping ground. If life's a test, then I'm cheating death. Every breath feels earned in my chest. I'm not proud of my past mistakes, but they taught me how much I could take. If resilience had a sound, it cracked like a spine that refuses to snap. They asked why I'm still holding on. I said because quitting felt wrong. I'm not healed, I'm not whole, I'm not done.
Still here.
Yeah. Knocked down. Count it out. Still breathing. They watched me fall and waited for the end scene, like pain was the headline, trauma the headline. I hit the floor hard, face first with regret, but the ground didn't break me, it just made me reflect. I learned real quick who claps when you bleed, who smiles when you trip, who prays you don't succeed. I lost more than wins, lost sleep, lost trust, but I never lost a fight, just buried in dust. I carried shame like a loaded gun, pointed at my chest when the nights got long. Every mistake played loud in my skull, every you can't felt personal. I crawled through hell with a cracked backbone, talk to my demons like you're not home. I bent, I broke, yeah, I came undone, but I didn't stay down, no, I got back up. Every scar tried to teach me fear, every tear tried to keep me here, but pain don't know my name, I stood back up anyway. I got back up when the lights went black, when my own thoughts stabbed my back. I got back up when hope went numb, when even breathing felt like a job. I got back up with blood on my pride, with nothing left but the will to try. They thought I'd stay crushed, stay stuck, but I hit the floor and I got back up. I wore my anger like body armor, smiling while my mind got darker. They said be strong, they never asked how, so I screamed in the silence till my chest gave out. I drowned in almost, could've been, shook hands with guilt, called it a friend. Every apology I never got turned into fuel that burned my thoughts. I fought myself more than anyone, Lost that war, still never run. If surviving's ugly, then I'm proof. I stayed alive when it wasn't cute. I learned pain, don't play fair. Hits you hardest when nobody's there. But rock bottom taught me this truth. You don't need permission to rise from ruin. I felt so hard, I forgot my name, forgot my word, forgot my face. But even broken, I felt the spark, a quiet voice in the dark. It said, stand. I got back up through the shaking hands, through the voices that said you can't. I got back up when my heart stayed sore, when life kept slamming every door. I got back up with scars still fresh, with cracked ribs and a heavy breath. They wanted proof that I was done. I showed them how I got back up. I'm not healed, but I'm dangerous now, because I know how low I can go and how to survive with nothing, stand with pain. Carry my past without being chained. I don't flex perfection, I flex survival. I don't fear pressure, I was raised by it. Every fall taught me balance, every loss sharpened my talent. I'm standing here, no halo, no crown, just a fighter who refused to stay down. If strength had a sound, it cracked the floor. Every time I rise when I'm hurting more, they don't clap for the getting back up. They only cheer when you finally won. But the real victory's unseen rough. I lived through hell and still showed up. I fell, I broke, I bled, but I didn't quit. I got back up.
I learned to breathe in the wreckage, learned to smile through the noise. They called it trauma, I called it training, built from bad years, not broken toys.
Yeah. Grew up with the lights off, hope on ration. Dreams duct tape, faith in fragments. Every year left scars in brackets, footnotes of pain they never captioned. I was raised with a silent scream, where love showed up late, half mean. Every loss put weight on me, turned my spine into concrete. They said let it go like it's simple math, but trauma don't fade, it adapts. I learned how to punch through panic attacks, put fire in every sentence I snap. Bad years try to end my run, but I weaponize what I went through, son. You see anger, I see fuel. I survived hell, now I mentor one. Don't ask me why I shake when I smile, or why peace feels hostile. I didn't grow strong by choice, I grew strong by survival. I'm built from bad years. Tears in the mirror taught me who I am. Still standing right here, even when the past still wants my hand. If pain made me this, then I won't apologize. I'm built from bad years. That's how I stayed alive. Every birthday felt like a deadline. Every night felt like flatline. Learned early, trust got a landmine. Step wrong once, there goes your lifetime. I don't flex scars, I earned those. Everyone's a barcode. Scan my chest, see heartbreak. Pain paid rent, I was landlord. They love you when you're quiet and bleeding, hate you when you rise and start speaking. So I sharpen words into reasons, turn my demons into defense systems. Bad years try to brand me weak, now my weakness bench presses grief. I don't heal pretty, I heal loud. Every verse is a broken two speech. If you knew what it took to breathe, you wouldn't ask me to be soft. I didn't lose my innocence, I traded it to stay alive. I'm built from bad years, blood and ink, truth in my chest, still here through fear. I outlived everything they said. If pain made me this, then I won't apologize. I'm built from bad years. That's how I stayed alive. I don't want your pity now, I needed it back then. Bad years didn't break me. Baby, who I am. They thought my silence was surrender, but I was just catching my breath. I'm still here. I'm not finished yet.
Yeah, I walk through hell with my eyes wide open, smiling through pain like a bad joke spoken. Every lost carved letters in my skin, read my past, yeah, it's blood written. They buried me under doubt and debt. Called it pressure, I called it a test. I bend, I cracked, but I never left. Every breakdown built my chest. I was taught how to lose before I won, how to bleed before I run. Ever you won't make it hit my spine. Now my heart beat drums like a wartime gun. I don't rap for clout, I vent survival. Every line's a courtroom trial. Pain raised me, rage trained me. I ain't healed, I'm just hostile.
Don't tell me to rest when my demons still talk. I'm tired, not done, I still have a pulse.
I'm not finished yet, even if I sound exhausted. Still breathing through regret, still standing though I lost it. If I fall, I get up again. Even broken, I fight till the end. Say it louder, hear my breath. I'm not finished yet. Yeah, they confuse survival with arrogance. I learn strength from abandonment. I don't trust peace, it feels temporary, like happiness needs a management. Every year try breaking my will, I just sharpen my skill. Turn pain into syllables, make my trauma pay bills. They love you dead or quiet, hate you alive and defiant. So I scream every truth I bury, let my scars start a riot. I don't need closure, I need momentum. Every breath feels rented. I'm still here, still swinging, still unfinished, still dangerous.
I don't shine, I burn slow. Still learning how to live with what I know.
I'm not finished yet. I survived what was meant to end me. Still carrying the wreck, but the pain don't own me. I break, I bleed, I bend, I sweat, but quitting was never said. Look me in the eyes, confess. I'm not finished yet. You thought my silence was the end. It was the reload.
I'm
Still breathing.
still breathing.
They doubted every word I said, so I stopped explaining. This is what I became. Yeah.
I don't argue anymore, I just evolve. Every scar on my back's a missed call. They talk like I fail by default. Now my silence louder than their applause. I ate rejection for breakfast, stress for dinner, pain for dessert. Every night I slept with regret, every morning woke up worse. They said time heals, that's a lie. It just teaches you how to cope. I turn breakdowns into battle plans. Every verse tied with rope. I was drowning with my eyes open wide, smiling just to stay alive. If survival was a crime, I'd be doing life.
Don't clap now, you weren't there when I bled.
I didn't win easy, I just didn't end. This is my proof, every breath I still breathe. I'm standing in truth with the weight underneath. I'm not healed, not clean, not new, still broken, but I made it through. Say my name, read the truth. This is my proof. They wanted a downfall, I gave them defiance. Built my spine out of silence, I don't flex chains, I flex endurance. Pain was my guidance, I learned how to fight without swinging fists. How to scream without making a sound. How to lose everything you love and still not lie down. I don't need respect from a fake crowd, I earned mine in the dark when nobody cared if I lived or died. I still left a mark, this ain't success, this is evidence. Every bar is a scar I kept. If I'm still here after all that hell, what more proof you expect? I shake when I stand, but I still stand. I break, but I don't vanish. This is my proof, I survived the truth. Every night I was used, every lie I grew. I'm not perfect, polished or smooth, I'm just breathing, and that's the proof. Look me dead in my youth. This is my proof. I don't know explanations, my existence answered everything.
This is my proof.
No filter, no mercy,
Say it straight, say it dirty. If I break, let it hurt me.
I grew up with my fists clenched tight in my pockets, smiles on my face, but my thoughts always toxic. Learned how to laugh while my chest stayed heavy. Learned how to bleed, but still hold it steady. Every word I swallowed turned sharp in my throat. Every promise they made was a lie they wrote. I trusted the silence, it stabbed me slow. Now my truth hits hard, no padding, no rope. I've been talking to ghosts that sound like me. Mirror says you're strong, but I don't agree. Every scar got a voice, every tear got a name. I don't hide my pain, I put fire in the flame. They say calm down, be nice, play clean, play fair, but nobody cares when I scream my prayers, so I sharpen my pain, turn it straight to a weapon. This is what happens when you push me past lessons. I try to be quiet, I try to behave, but silence kept digging me deeper in graves. If I sound too honest, if it cuts too deep, that's the truth you ignored when I couldn't sleep. No filth, no mercy, I'm done holding back. Every word I spit is a crack in the mask. I won't sugarcoat what already burns. You don't get forgiveness if you never learn. No filth, no mercy, this is me exposed. All the anger, the hurt, let it all unload. If my truth makes you nervous, then good, let it be. I survived the dark, now the dark hears me. I remember nights I talked to the ceiling, asking God if this numb was really a feeling. They said time heals all, but time just watched while my heart kept breaking, stitched with knots. I carried your words like bricks in my spine. Every you're not enough replayed in my mind. Tried to love myself, felt fake at first. Hard to water flowers in emotional dirt. I'm not proud of the rage, but I own it now. It kept me alive, now it's breaking down. I learned how to stand in the eye of the storm when comfort was cold and pain felt warm. You judge my reaction, ignore the attack. You don't get to choose how I fight my past. I'm done being polite with the demons I face. I put names on my pain and look it in the face. If I sound cruel, it's cause I was kind too long. If I sound cold, it's cause I stayed warm through wrong. I don't whisper my truth, I scream it free. This is what's left when you tear through me. I don't want pity, I don't want praise. I want the truth without sugar glaze. Every fake smile, every backdoor lie. I remember the tone, I remember the eyes. You said get over it, like it's that easy. Like trauma don't cling, like pain don't seep. And I built my voice from the cracks in my chest. Every bar I drop is a stress test. I'm not healed, I'm aware there's a difference. I don't fake peace just to fit your image. I still shake when the past comes near, but I stand my ground instead of fear. This ain't revenge, this is clarity. I'm cutting off chains that strangle me. Say I'm too much, say I'm out of line. I'd rather be real than live half a lie. No filth, no mercy, I'm done staying small. I gave you my heart, you gave me the fall. I don't mute my voice just to make you stay. If truth breaks the room, let it break that way. No filth, no mercy, this is my sound from the deepest wounds where almost drowned. I don't owe you silence, I don't owe you peace. I owe myself honesty, nothing less, nothing cheap. No filter, no mercy. I said what I meant, now let it be heard. If I burn bridges, at least I see clear. I survived myself, and that's why I'm here. Yeah.
I hear it in the silence, even when the room don't breathe. Close my eyes, try to forget, but my name still rings.
I tried to bury who I was under scars and noise. Turn pain into a weapon, turn fear into a voice. They said move on, let it go, that's the past, boy. But the past don't stay quiet, it just gets annoyed. Every mirror talks back like it knows my sins. Every wind feel hollow when you know how you win. I burn bridges just to feel the heat on my skin. Now I stand in the ashes asking who did I become then. I was loud just to hide, I broke and I fell. Built walls so high I couldn't climb on myself. Every line I wrote was a cry for help, but they heard confidence, not the pain I dealt. I ran from my shadow, it chased me faster. Laughed in interviews, cried right after. Told the world I was fine, I was just an actor. Playing strength while my soul was in plaster.
They hear my voice in the echoes, even when I whisper low. I change my face, I change my place, but I can't change what I know.
My name still rings in the dark of my mind. Every mistake, every word, every line. I try to outgrow it, leave it behind, but it follows me like it's part of my spine. Yeah, my name still rings when the lights go out, when the crowd fades and there's no one around. I can fake a smile, I can scream it loud, but my name still rings, and it won't quiet down. Carried anger like it owed me rent. Let it live in my chest every breath I spent. Said I'm self-made, but what's the cost of a cent when you lose every version of who you meant? I hurt people who love me just to feel strong. Called it honesty when I knew it was wrong. Now they silence louder than every song, and it plays on repeat when the night feels long. They see success
They don't see the toll, don't see the cracks in the armor I hold. I built a throne out of blood and gold, sat on it alone with a fractured soul. I asked forgiveness from ghosts I created, from the kid I was before I became this. If growth is pain, then I overpaid it. Still healing wounds I never stated. If I disappear, would it fade? If I change my voice, my face, my name, I scream underwater, still hear the sound. It's calling me now. My name still rings when I'm trying to sleep, and the words I regret and the promises I couldn't keep. I ran so far, but it runs with me like a true tattoo, too deep to delete. Yeah, my name still rings, I can't escape. It's carved in the choices I didn't make. I learned too late, some things don't break, they just echo forever in different shapes. Maybe this is the cost of being hurt, when your loudest pain becomes every word. When the world knows your face, but not your hurt, and you bleed in private while you shine in public first. I'm not proud of every road I took, not ashamed either, just misunderstood. If my name still rings, let it ring for good, for survival, not anger, for truth, not hooks. I'm still here, yeah, scarred but breathing, still fighting demons. I stopped believing if this is my sound, and I'll own the meaning. Even broken bells can keep on ringing.
Say my name, and I won't run this time. If it is, let it remind me I
Yeah. Silence kept me breathing, but it never let me live. I learned to stay alive first. Now I'm ready to say it.
I grew up swallowing words like pills with no water. Pain in my chest, but I still got taller. Every scream trapped behind my teeth. Told myself, hold on, even when hope wouldn't breathe. They said, be quiet, don't make a scene. So I buried my truth where it wouldn't be seen. I survived off anger, ate fear for dinner, smiled in public, bled out in her. I learned real fast how to numb the sting, how to lose everything but still not sing. Kept my head down, fists in my pocket, heart beating loud, but I tried to lock it. I didn't talk, cause talk got punished. Every honest word got twisted to vanish. So I survived, yeah, that was the plan. But surviving ain't the same as being a man.
I was taught to breathe, not to be hurt, to live through pain, not speak the hurt. But every scar kept calling my name, saying you didn't break just to stay the same. I had to survive before I could speak, had to stay standing while I was weak. Bit my tongue till it tasted like blood, now these words fall heavy like a flood. I learned to live in the quiet scream, but silence was killing me slowly. I didn't find my voice overnight.
I survived. Now I speak.
They don't know what it costs to stay alive, when every day feels like a knife you survive. I smiled through funerals nobody saw, buried pieces of me behind locked doors. I was strong, cause I had no choice, weakness was loud, but I killed my voice. They loved me calm, they loved me numb, but hated me when the truth would come. Every night had a war in my head, conversations with ghosts of what they said. Man up, let it go, you'll be fine. Funny how lies sound good over time, but pain don't vanish cause you ignore it. It waits in the dark till you can't outrun it. I paid my dues just staying here. Now I'm done being ruled by fear.
I was breathing but barely alive, holding my truth just to survive. Now I'm done shrinking just to fit. If I live through hell, I can talk my shit. I had to survive before I could speak, had to stay silent just to keep me. Built from pressure, stitched with pain. Now every word falls like breaking chains. I learned to live in the quiet scream when nobody hears what you mean. I didn't find my voice overnight.
I survived. Now I speak.
Don't ask why it took so long. You weren't there when I stayed strong. Silence kept me breathing.
It's true, but speaking is how I heal now.
This ain't revenge, this ain't regret. This is every word I never said. I don't scream cause I wanna be loud, I scream cause I earned it, bleeding it out. If my voice shakes, let it shake, let it shake. That's the sound of a survivor, wait, I ain't asking permission no more. I kicked the lock off my mental door. I survived the nights I wanted to quit. Now I speak for the kid I used to be. If you hear anger, hear truth inside, that's pain.
They learned how to fight.
I had to survive before I could speak. Had to stay broken just to be free. Every scar taught me how to breathe. Now every word is reclaiming me. I lived too long in the quiet scream. Now my voice won't apologize. I didn't survive just to stay silent.
I survive. Now rise. Survive first. Speak when you're ready. Your voice is proof. You made it out alive. Yeah. Pain don't knock. Moves right in. Unpacks the bags. Calls this place home.
Pain pays rent in my head, never late. Sleeps on my chest, seats on my plate. Every breath feel barred, every smile feel fake. I learned how to drown quiet just to stay awake. They said heal with time, but time never came. Just clocks on the wall, screaming my name. I laugh in public, bleed in the dark. Built from breakdown, stitched by scars. I was raised by noise, by slamming doors, by promises breaking through thin walls. I talk to myself like I'm two people. One wants peace, one wants lethal. Every line I write is a cry for proof that surviving still counts as truth. If I go silent, don't call it peace. It's just the sound of me on my knees. I wear strength like it don't weigh a ton, but even on my cracks when the war won't end. Pain pays rent, it lives inside. Never asked permission, never said goodbye. I carry it loud, I carry it deep. Even in my dreams, I don't get sleep. Pain pays rent, yeah, it owns the place. I fight my past every time I wake. Still standing here, but heaven knows I paid my dues and broken bones. I turned trauma into talent, anger into art. Put a beat to the bruise, made a home for the dark. They clap for the fire, but don't feel the burn. They love the song, hate the lessons learned. I tried to forgive, but my hands still shake when I hear certain names, certain dates. I got ghosts on my phone numbers I won't erase, cause forgetting hurts worse than the pain I face. I'm tired of being strong, tired of being fine, tired of lying to mirrors just to get by. If I say I'm okay, don't believe me. I'm master survival, not being free. I smile through storms you'll never see. I hold it together painfully. Pain pays rent, it lives inside. Never asked permission, never said goodbye. I carry it loud, I carry it deep. Even in my dreams, I don't get sleep. Pain pays rent, yeah, it owns the place. I fight my past every time I wake. Still standing here, but heaven knows I paid my dues and broken bones. I don't need saving, I need release. I don't need silence, I need relief. If pain made me, then hear me say I survived every night, it made me stay. Pain pays rent, but I'm still here, still breathing through the worst damn years. It tried to break me, tried to win, but I turned the wound into discipline. Pain pays rent, but hear my voice. I'm more than hurt, I'm still a choice. Still alive, still standing tall. I didn't quit, I felt it all, yeah. But it never owned my soul.
Yeah. They thought I'd shatter in the silence. Thought the pressure would erase me. But I'm still here. I grew up hearing you won't make it, so I learned to clench my jaw. Every promise turned to smoke, every hero had a flaw. I was starving for some guidance, only pain would ever talk. So I listened to the echoes of my footsteps when I walk. They don't see the nights I pace with my thoughts like enemies. Every mirror felt like war, every breath was bittersweet. I carried shame like luggage, never learned how to unpack. Smile stitched on my face while my spine was about to crack. They say time heals wounds, but time just sharpened mine. Turned my heart into a battlefield, scars marked every line. I learned to rap like survival, every word was self-defense. If my voice was all I had, then my voice made sense. I was bending, yeah, I was close to the edge, but bending isn't breaking. I still feel the pain in my chest. I didn't break, I just learned how to bleed, learned how to breathe with the weight on me. Thought I'd fall,
screaming in my head, yeah, the noise never rests. Every doubt had my name, every fear in my chest. I was raised by the tension, fed lies for a meal. Learned early on the world don't care how you feel. They love you when you're quiet, hate you when you're awake. Soon as you speak your truth, they start digging your grave. I've been judged by my anger, misunderstood pain, but don't confuse my rage with weakness in my veins. I've lost friends to the silence, lost sleep to the guilt, lost pieces of myself, just trying to rebuild. But every time I fell forward instead. Every voice said give up, I said not dead yet. I was shaking, but my heart still beat. I was drowning, still I didn't sink. If this pain is the price for the strength I create, then I'll pay it again. Cause I didn't break, I survived the fall. Heard every voice say I lose it all. I wore the pain, I carried the weight, but I didn't break. I didn't break. I didn't break. I didn't break. I learned who I am, built from the ruins, blood on my head. You try to end me with all your hate, but I didn't break. I didn't break. I didn't break. Yeah. So if you see me standing quiet, don't confuse it with peace. I made friends with my demons, they ain't got control of me. I've cried in rooms full of people, laugh just to survive. I'm a storm in human form, yeah, I made it out alive. This ain't victory music, this is truth in the beat. This is blood in the verses, this is pain when I speak. If my story sounds familiar, if you're walking that line, just remember, if I didn't break, neither will you this time. I didn't break. I didn't break. I became. I didn't break. Yeah. Back against the wall, no exits glowing. When the lights go out, that's when I'm most honest. I rap like I'm cornered, back to the brick. World got a grip on my throat, still I spit. Every bar's a heartbeat, every line's a scar. I learned how to bleed just to see who you are. No room to retreat, no place to pretend. When you got nothing left, that's where you begin. They hear aggression, I hear a cry. Every word is a fist raised to the sky. I grew up loud, cause silence hurt. Truth in my mouth tastes like dirt. They say calm down, say choose your tone, but pain don't whisper when you're alone. I write like tomorrow's not promised to me, like this mic is the last thing that listens to me. If I sound angry, it's cause I survived. If I sound broken, it's cause I'm alive. You don't spit fire unless you've been burned. You don't learn truth unless you've learned hurt. I rap like I'm cornered, nowhere to run. Every word's a weapon, every beat's a drum. When the fear gets loud and the past comes back, I scream my truth through a lyrical crack. I rap like I'm cornered, fighting to breathe. Say what I feel cause it's killing me. If this is the end, let me stand on my name. I rap like I'm cornered, fueled by the pain. I don't need approval, I needed relief. Tried holding it in, it was tearing my seams. I smile in public, collapse in my head, have whole conversations with ghosts of the dead. They say time heals wounds, I say time keeps score. Every year just reminds me what I lost before. I don't flex chains, I flex survival. I made it through nights I wouldn't wish on rivals. Every end so sharp in my tongue, every doubt taught me where I'm from. I'm not a villain, I'm just honest and raw. If my truth offends you, that's not my flaw. I learned to fight when I couldn't escape. Learned self-control by tempting fate. I don't rap for clout, I rap to cope. This mic's my rope when I'm losing hope. I rap like I'm cornered, nowhere to run. Every word's a weapon, every beat's a drum. When the fear gets loud and the past comes back, I scream my truth through a lyrical crack. I rap like I'm cornered, fighting to breathe. Say what I feel cause it's killing me. If this is the end, let me stand on my name. I rap like I'm cornered, fueled by the pain. Don't tell me to relax, you don't hear my head. It's loud like a war with the things I said. I replay mistakes like a broken tape, trying to find peace in an unforgiving place. I ain't proud of my rage, but it kept me alive when nobody cared if I sink or I rise. I've been doubted, boxed in, written off quick, but pressure made diamonds out of all this grit. I don't chase respect, I demand it in verse. Every line is a blessing wrapped up in the curse. They say calm down, I say listen close. This ain't anger talking, it's a wounded ghost. I rap for the kids with nowhere to go.
go? Who learned how to fight before they learn hope? For the ones who smile but bleed inside, who learn how to live by learning to hide. If my voice shakes, it's cause it's real. I don't rap perfection, I rap what I feel. I rap like I'm cornered, no mask, no shield. Every bar's the truth, I was scared to reveal. When the walls close in and the doubts attack, I push my soul through a rhythm track. I rap like I'm cornered, scars on display, still standing tall, though I've been some days. If you hear my anger, hear my fight, I rap like I'm cornered, just to survive the night. Yeah, not proud of the rage, but I own the truth. If I rap like I'm cornered, it's cause I finally chose to break through.
I smile for the cameras, I laugh for the crowd. But when the room goes quiet, the truth screams loud. They keep asking if I'm better now. Yeah, I'm still not okay.
I wake up tired of waking up, tired of pretending. Every you'll be fine, feels like another ending. Got ghosts in my chest, they don't ever sleep. Every promise I made myself I couldn't keep. They say time heals, but time just passed me by. Watch my hope turn dust right in front of my eyes. I learned how to joke through the pain. Real funny, laugh so hard nobody notices I'm empty. I've been strong for so long, it's breaking my spine. Carrying weight that was never mine. Every mirror tells me I survived the war, but it don't tell me what I survived it for. I bite my tongue till it bleeds, still I don't speak, cause every time I open up they say I'm weak. So I build walls out of anger and pride. Call it armor, but I'm dying inside. They say be grateful you made it through, but they don't need the silence I'm glued to. I don't want pity, don't want applause, I just want peace without the pause.
I'm still not okay, but I'm breathing, still standing, still barely believing. I hide in plain sight, fading to gray. Say I'm fine like it's easier that way. I'm still not okay, don't ask me why. Some wounds don't close, they just survive. If honesty scares you, look away, cause I'm alive, but I'm still not okay. I talk to the ceiling cause people don't listen. My thoughts get loud when the world goes missing. I tried to numb it, tried to escape, but you can't outrun the mess you make. I remember nights I begged for sleep, praying my mind would just let me be. Every tear I swallowed, every scream unheard, turning to scars without a word. They love you when you're strong and silent, hate you when your pain gets violent. So I learned to suffer real quietly, smile wide while I'm breaking privately. I don't trust happiness, it leaves too fast, like it's scared of my past. So I swore my demons, memorize the names, at least they don't pretend to change. If I told you everything I hide, would you stay or run for your life? If I stop pretending I'm healed, would you still see me as real? I'm still not okay, but I'm breathing, still standing, still barely believing. I carry the truth like a grenade, pull the pin every word I say. I'm still not okay, it's the truth. Not every broken thing is new. If you want the light, walk away, cause I'm alive, but I'm still not okay. I'm tired of being told it could be worse, like that makes this hurt less. Pain in a contest, trauma don't race. You don't get medals for keeping a straight face. I survive things I don't talk about, still hear echoes when it's quiet out. I'm not weak, cause I bend and shake. I'm strong, cause I didn't break. I'm still here when I shouldn't be. That's not luck, that's brutality. So if my voice cracks when I say my name, it's cause I fought hell and came back changed. Don't tell me to calm down, don't say relax. I've been calm with a knife in my back. This is me unfiltered, raw, still breathing, still standing tall. I'm still not okay, but I'm trying, someday surviving. Feels like lying, I don't need saving, don't need a plan, just someone who understands. I'm still not okay, but I'm here still facing every buried fear. If you ask how I'm doing today, I won't lie. I'm still not okay, still breathing, still fighting, still here, even if I'm not okay.